And then I think, y'all know I like buying chicken on sale. So we're gonna cook up this chicken next in the Instant Pot, and I'll probably cut it into 8 pieces. I can go over that with y'all here in just a second. Put this in the Instant Pot, probably shred it, and then we'll just add some shredded chicken, maybe with some really nice barbecue sauce on top of it, to add to our TV dinner. So next up, proteins. Some people may be weird about cutting up a chicken, but I'm gonna show you how I do it. And you don't need to dirty anything else, except this is the same colander I was using to drain the potatoes. We'll put that to the side for a minute. Get the weird funky thing off, and here's your chicken. What I like to do first is make sure, look, vocal cords didn't get cut off. Let's get those out of there. I like to give them a bath and just, you know, they're sitting in their own juices, so. And then usually you're gonna find, don't gag, this is like, let's see, there's a neck in there, the heart, the liver, and the gizzard. So we're just gonna put this off to the side for right now because we don't need this for the Instant Pot. But give them a good bath. Nothing crazy. And then really, you can literally just start taking this thing apart right here in the sink. So the first thing I like to take off are the wings. So it will make a slit right here until you find that bone. And yes, you're gonna use the weight of the chicken and that bone, if you can get it. There's a bone right there too. We want to cut through and or break if you can. There it goes. Just roll it out of socket and take the chicken wings off. Whoop. Well, there's that part. That rolled easier than the chicken, this part of the chicken wing. Come on, where you at? Sometimes you gotta do some digging, and that's okay. Come in from this side. She's a slippery little sucker. There it is. There's the joint I'm looking for. Ta-da! Now, if you're squirmish about touching raw meat like this, just know, there we go. There's the top of the chicken wing. Here, let me make it look pretty. Now it looks like something you can find in the grocery store. Okay? And we'll go ahead and do a leg on this side too so you can see. I always like to use the weight of the chicken and then come in. See how it just automatically opens right up? There's the chicken breast, there's the thigh, there's the leg. So what I like to do is keep letting that skin fall off and then see where that thigh's at. You can see that bone right there. We're gonna push that bone out of socket. Did you see it roll right there? Now you can clean cut right through. Take the leg and the thigh right off. Now you can dissect this a little bit further if you'd like. We're gonna leave it alone for now. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Use the weight of the bird. Open up the skin. This stuff is so easy. So then you can spend $7 on a bird instead of paying the people at the grocery store to do this for you. See how easy? See, you can watch that bone roll out. Bonk. Now you know where to cut. Right there. And it comes right off. And I'm not using a fancy knife. I'm just using a teeny weeny little knife that I cook with that I like because it's small and I have more control. You could use a butcher's knife. You could get all the fancy stuff. But really is easier for me. It's just my preference. Ta-da! That one came off way easier than the other one. See? There's your wing. Yes, there's gonna be bits and bobs. Now you're left with the two breasts. Now this is cool because you can kind of see it here. I mean, see? Where's the breastbone? Right there. So you're gonna cut on each side, and you can feel it. You're gonna cut on each side of the breastbone, and you're just gonna follow it. I'll do the one side closest to me. All right, I feel it. Then we're gonna come in and get that skin. Come on, skin. There you go. Now you can start to see that breastbone or the sternum bone, breastbone, and just follow it all the way down. The skin's giving me issues, y'all. There we go. Can you do this on a cutting board? Yes, if you want it to be more stable, absolutely. I'm okay with this because I know where I'm at and I know what I'm doing. See that bone? There's the bone right there. Hear it? The only other bone that you got to look out for is the wishbone, which is up here. And then you're going to get and peel the chicken off the rib cage. As you keep going, then you can start using, again, the weight of the bird. And the skin won't let me. See? Comes right off. Just keep cutting, keep cutting. Now the only thing hanging on to that is the wishbone. And there, see? There is a... Here, let's make it skinless real quick. You know how they charge you an arm and leg for skinless chicken? Watch. Skinless now. Yeah. So there is what you pay for in the grocery store, and you can do it yourself. It's not that hard. This is the tenderloin. You can cut this off if you'd like. That's just another piece of the chicken. That's where the tenderloins come from. This guy right here, watch. Boom, tenderloin. Okay? And we do it on the other side. Follow the bone. Cool thing about this too, if you leave a little bit of meat on the carcass, so what? Because you know what I do with them. We put them back in the freezer with that packet of stuff that you're not going to use today. And we come back and we make really amazing homemade chicken stock with all these bones. But right now we're full to the brim on chicken stock, so we're not going to make any today. We are just going to continue to separate that right there. There's your tenderloin. Let's get him out of there. Tenderloin. We'll just get this off the bird. Just like that. And then that's the back. Let me get the breast off and then I'll show you what the back looks like. It's hanging on by the skin. So, let's see. Let's put the skin on. So this is what it looks like. Cut off to make it boneless and skinless. You literally just tear the skin off. And there's your beautiful chicken breast again. Now, here's the part we're going to save. So this is the actual... so what I like to do is I actually like to pull these and break them in half, which you can just do with your hands. You don't have to really, it's not that difficult. It's just a little slimy. I got a couple spots where I want to cut the skin so it'll let me go all the way in half. And the reason why I like to do this is because it fits better in a quart-sized bag if you can go like this and shove one piece into the other like that. And then the skin I pulled off those breasts, guess what? They go in there too. We stick all this in a quart-sized bag. You could chuck this stuff in with it. And this is what we're going to make stock out of later. So I'm going to set this over here. And this is now a ton of chicken that you can use for your TV dinners. I'm going to show you real quick here. There's a bone here and here to separate the thigh from the leg. You want to go right there and you'll feel them. This I do like to do on a cutting board because it's nicer to be flat on a flat surface. But there's really nothing to it. You just cut through that joint. See? It's not hard at all. But I do like to, when I cut through these, I'm not going to do that in the bowl because I just like to make sure that I've got it on a flat surface. And then like on this one, I'm having a hard time finding the joint. So I'll just make a slit and go looking for it. There it is. Found it. How do you go look for it? You go try to separate it. and then you cut. And so there's a, here, let me make this a skinless thigh. They charge you for that stuff per pound, and all you got to do is rip the skin off. I mean, first you got to get over the fact that you're touching raw meat. I know some people have a hard time with that. Look at these beautiful thighs. Now look. Now how much per pound did they go over just by ripping the skin off and cutting it for you? I mean, come on. So now I'm going to take this, get the rest of these big pieces of skin off. I'm just going to pull them off. My hands are kind of juicy now. But I'm going to pull the leg skin off. The wings can stay as they are. I probably won't put them in the TV dinner. There's not a lot of meat on them. They do impart a lot of really good flavor. So this is going to get put in the Instant Pot real quick. So let me wash my hands, and we'll be right back. And that's your pro hack. This is a simple way of breaking down a chicken. Don't be afraid to do it. It's very, very simple. Once you get over the fact that you're playing with a raw chicken, and oh, by the way, it's already dead. You're not hurting it. I know what y'all are thinking. You're like, Kris, you said you're going to put this thing in a quart-size bag. Quart-size bag, labeled. So what I'm going to do is first put the big piece of chicken in. Then you're going to push it down. I'm going to stick all the little skins in and around everywhere. Then move that out of the way. Yeah, get in here and get this opened. Where's my knife? Because you want to rinse these off too, because they've been sitting for a minute. That's your neck. This stuff has such great flavor. These are the gizzards, and this is the chicken liver. There is no heart in this packet this time. These, right in here. Zip it up. Don't cut your bag open with your knife. And this is another opportunity to make really good chicken stock. Control your ingredients and save a ton of money.